Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a new video for you and I'm actually going to be doing a what's in my phone, what's on my phone. I don't know, I love watching those videos because I'm really curious about what people have on their phones, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do one of those videos because it seems a lot of fun to make. I'm not sure if you will love watching that, but you know what, I'm just going to make it. I have the iPhone 11, it is so good. I am absolutely in love with it, and especially with the camera on it. And I have a case from Casetify which has my name on it, and I absolutely love it. So let's just get into, my phone. Alright, let's just start by unlocking my phone. I have a screensaver on the front of my phone, just like a peaceful one, and then right here I actually have a Belgian cyclist that I'm a big fan of, and I've been a big fan of for the last 7 years. So just seeing him makes me really happy, and also kind of reminds me of home because I also have the same bike as he does. So we're just gonna go to the first page, and then I have my Outlook account. This is just basically my own mails and my mails from school, nothing special. Then I have my diary that just says everything that I need to do for the next weeks. Now there's actually not a lot in it because, I don't, my work hours aren't in here yet, and neither are my school hours. So it's basically a pretty empty diary. The only things in there are from soccer. Next up are my pictures, also nothing special, basically just my pictures and some of the albums that I have made, nothing special. I got some memories in here. These are basically like my fitness goals, what I do in the gym, what to do when I have a migraine attack, what I need from the store, ideas for my blog, ideas for my YouTube account, all of that I just put in my memories, and when I have done something I can just tick it off. My health app, as you know, everyone has this. So yeah, I really love my health app. I haven't said a lot of steps today, but that's because I don't take my phone with me when I walk around. So yeah. My notes, I don't really keep a lot in here. Basically, I'm not sure, there's not a lot of stuff in here that I really use. It's basically just some unnecessary stuff. And then my TV, I don't use Apple TV. Cards, obviously I use a lot, also to see where my car is parked and all of that. My camera, obviously. Then we have my clock, which I love the most about it is actually the sleep function on here. So you can set how many hours you want to sleep, and then also it kind of shuts off your phone like half an hour before you go to bed, so that you don't get any unnecessary, phone calls or any messages on your phone, which I really like. None of the apps on here do you really use. Below on my phone, I basically just got my messages because that is something that I do use a lot. And then of course I got my YouTube app also on the bottom because it's one of the most used apps on my phone. Snapchat is also on there. It's something that I don't really use anymore, but I keep it on the bottom tab because it has always been on the bottom tab for like a few years, and I can't really change that anymore. And then my Spotify account is the most used most used app on my, is the most used app on my phone, and I absolutely love it. I have some really good playlists that I use, and Spotify honestly makes life better. I love Spotify. Now we are going to like my main page where everything is that I use. I got photos and videos. Basically, StoryShake is like an app that I use to make stories on Instagram. Let's see if we can actually see. Can't really. Oh, here I go. These are some of the things that I made. This one isn't finished. This is one that I made from like my apartments. Yeah, it's just an app that you can use to like make all of these stories for your Instagram and to make them look a little bit cooler. Most of them are paid though, but you can see like when there's no crown in front, like over here, you can use them for free, so that's nice. Made is actually the exact same thing. It's also to be making stories for your Instagram, and they're only free when there's like a free tab like over here, and then you can just use that one. Next up, we got everything that I use to edit my pictures or to edit my thumbnails from YouTube. We got Darkroom, which is one that I use a lot, and then I always use the same function. Let's just grab it. I always use this one. On this picture it doesn't work, but I normally always use this one. And then we got PixArt, which is really nice for making thumbnails. I always use this for making my thumbnails. Basically, I already edit a video with Lightroom or with Darkroom, and then I will just kind of add effects on it. As you can see up here, I just put like all these little stars on it, which is really good if it wants to work actually, because I got, here we go, I got, holy Jesus, my computer just started talking. I'm just gonna close that up for a sec. Yeah, I added all the stars on this picture. That's what I do with PixArt. It's really good to make thumbnails. And then Lightroom, everyone knows Lightroom. I most of the time use the modern, so this one, Modern 02, because I don't really pay for anything on here. No, that's not me. And then, well, these are apps that I don't really use as often anymore. I'm going to start again on the 1st of January. This is basically where you take 1 second video each month, and this is each day, I'm sorry, this is what I got so far, but I'm obviously going to start doing that again once it is the 1st of January, because I started in September and I don't really like that. So yeah, in January I'm gonna start doing that every single day again, so that I have a snippet of 1 second from each and every single day, which is so nice. So this is basically just an overview of what it looks like, and then Pick Your Moment is actually the exact same. It is just an app that gives you a notification at one point during the day where you can make a picture of anything that you're doing at that point. You just open the app and a few seconds later you have to take a picture. So that's for photos. This is my social media. WhatsApp I'm not going to open because there are a lot of work messages on here. I got Twitter like everyone does, nothing special from that. If you want to follow my Twitter, you can read my name over here. We got Google Photos, which I don't really use as often anymore. I used to use it a lot, but I just don't anymore. WordPress I put on here so I can see the statistics of my blog, which is something I really like. I have it on my phone so I can kind of see whether my blog posts are doing okay. Also got a Facebook account, which is really nice. I don't really add a lot of people on here because I don't really do a lot on Facebook. I got Instagram, which I do use a lot. Instagram is probably like my main page where I post so many things and do so many stuff on. That is my most used app, Instagram. Got Safari because everyone has Safari. Then we got Messenger, which I'm also not going to open because you don't have to read my messages. Pinterest is an app that I love. Yeah, I got some kitchen goals in here, which is awesome. Pinterest is something that I use a lot for decoration and key quotes for on Instagram or something. Then on the next page I got my Netflix account, which we also all use. Everyone knows Netflix. And then TV Time is an app that I really love. If you don't have it, I do really suggest you get it, because basically TV Time makes you add all the series and films that you want to watch or are watching, and then once you start watching, I actually saw this episode, so basically you get all these seasons lined up and you can just tick off the show that you have watched, like the episode that you watched, And if you have rewatched it like I did with Friends, you can normally also put that in, but I'm not sure where Friends is right now. Yeah, you can look up everything that you want to see, or like trending series, everything that you want to see, and then you can just keep track on where you are with your shows. This is an app from our local bus company. It's not something that I really want or use anymore. This app is basically an app where I can see where everyone of my friends are. We have actually all put off our location right now because obviously it's a lockdown and we don't need that, but normally we use that for when we are on going out to party or anything, and then we can actually see where everyone is. So that is really nice, that everyone is safe. Once you lost someone, you can actually check where they are. This is an app that if you have a YouTube account, I really suggest that you that you actually install this. You can just see all your videos that you have uploaded or are going to be uploaded by you. You can see all of those, and you can just kind of check the reactions that you got. You can answer to people, which I love, that it's just on an app that you don't have to get your computer every time. Obviously TikTok is something that I use so much. It is an app that I am absolutely in love with. Yeah, it's just, TikTok is this app that you use for like 5 minutes, you think, and then suddenly it's like 4 hours later and you're still scrolling on that app. So yeah, TikTok is a dangerous app. Then I got my Vinted. I don't actually think, no, I haven't ever registered on Vinted. I don't have an account. That's not needed either. This is Google Maps. I just use Google Maps basically to kind of check how I need to go somewhere with my bike, because cars on iPhone doesn't really do that. Next up is all my banking accounts. So I'm obviously not going to open any of this because all my banking information is on here, but this is everything that I need for payments and all of that. Next up is school. So this is my scheduler from school. On here I can actually see my schedule for the week and kind of check out what I need to do during the day. It's not working right now because the app never works. This is my study life, and this is an app that I recommend every student to download. I'm not signed in, which is really odd. Basically, you can just add all those tasks that you want to do, all your subjects you can add, and that is really nice that you can do that actually. I'm gonna try. I have no clue why I am not signed in right now. No clue. Oh, here we go. So you can actually, so my study life is really nice because you can actually, let me check, you can add all these tasks. So when you have to do something, by which time, which date, you can put in some exams that you have. You can just put on your schedule, which I don't do obviously because I have my scheduler from school. We can just put everything in here that you do for like school. And then Forest is also an app that I really adore. It's basically an app that you can plant forests. Obviously I haven't really done a lot, but here you can see I'm going back to June because then I did study, I reckon. So you can, if you go to your homepage, you get all those trees that you can plant, and you can buy trees whenever you want to. Obviously now they are a little bit Christmas decorated, but for example, if you want to plant a tree, you can go up till 120 minutes, so that's 2 hours of studying, and it completely locks your phone. It is so nice because if you don't do those study hours or you go on your phone, your tree actually dies, and it really helps me, which is stupid, but it helps me to motivate myself because I don't want that tree to die. So stupid. On this is actually everything that I need for my home, my parental home. So it's our security system at home, that's Ajax. Security is our camera system at home, and Google Home obviously for my apartments for Google Home stuff. Health-wise, I got a Migraine Buddy, which is something that I do love. I actually have been migraine free for 44 days, and with that I mean like major attacks, which is a record for me. That is basically because I have a pretty good lifestyle at the moment. Obviously no partying, no going out, there's nothing like that. So I have never, I still live with migraine every single day, but I only put in my major attacks in my phone, and that's not it. But when you do, you basically get all these questions like, when did it start? I'm not gonna do that. Here you go. When did it start? What kind of migraine was it? You can say what medication you took. You can put all those notes in, and it's really, really nice because you can keep track of everything that you did. And so when you go to the doctor, you actually have something to show him, like this were all my migraine attacks from the last couple of years. Headspace is an app that I've never used before, and I probably will never use, but it's just on here because I like that. Fitbit, obviously for my Fitbit, but I haven't worn my Fitbit in a very long time, so that's actually stupid. This app is also really, really cool. This is my Basic Fit app where I do normally book gym time, but I don't go to the gym anymore right now because I don't think that's safe. Then we got the Bean app, which basically shows you on how many countries you've been from the world. So mine is in Spanish, I have no clue why, but you can see that I have been on 5% of the world, which is nothing. But yeah, you can see Europe out here, and you can see the Maldives and Dubai probably. I have been in 19% of Europe and in 4% of Asia, which is not a lot. Then the Too Good To Go app is something that you should also download, because it's basically a place where restaurants and local supermarkets donate food for a much cheaper price so that they don't have to throw it away. Like for example, when they close, they will say like, this and this I still have left, you can come and get that in those 2 hours. You have to pay €3 instead of 7, so that is really good to make sure that they don't waste food. Next up, I got the Tasty app, where I find so many good recipes for cooking, vegetarian, vegan recipes. I love the Tasty app because they have videos, and then takeaway app because you need a takeaway app. This is my Strava account, which I also haven't used in a really long time, but it's basically where I keep track of everything that I did cycling wise. I'm not allowed to cycle anymore right now, so obviously I'm not doing that, but yeah, this is where I keep track of cycling, as well as my Brighton app, which is currently installing. This is my Brighton app. This is from my cycling too, for my bike, so my computer on my bike, and it basically tracks everything that I do too. And on here I just got the Zalando and the Shein app for when I need some phone online shopping. On here I got some games that I'm actually not playing anymore because I don't really play a lot of games. But yeah, Property Brothers is a really lovely game. You just have to play a game, and then you can start interior designing if it would work. Oh my god, I hate all the ads. But yeah, you can basically just interior design whatever you want. I don't really use any of these apps, so I'm not going to show you. Then I have a Tinder account because it's lockdown, you guys is bored, of course I'm gonna have a Tinder account. And on here are all the extras that I don't use. We got I don't know, search my iPhone, iMovie, contacts, watch, keynote, number, all the apps that I don't use. And then you got your library. I do store some apps on my library that I don't use a lot, so I don't want them to be on my screen. But basically, yeah, that is all that I have on my phone. So I'm gonna stop this. So that's basically all that I have on my phone. That's all I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I want to say enjoy Christmas. I'm still not dressed in any Christmas attire, but that will be going on soon once Saint Nicholas has left our country, I can start decorating for Christmas and start wearing my Christmas jumpers. So that's gonna be happening pretty soon, which is awesome. So that's basically all I have for you today. I will probably see you again tomorrow with a new video. And yeah, if you like this one, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel to see the rest of my Vlogmas videos, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!